Morning guys, I have a day off today, so I figure why not do some scouting before the Marsh thaws here with the warm temperatures coming. Just headed out to hike a transition along with a couple islands. Just walking through the woods here a little bit. Looks like there's quite a bit of deer traffic going through this property right now, so let's go see what we can find. Should be fun. Scouting's always fun. Alright folks, after about 100 to 200 yards of walking here from the road, seeing a lot of rubs from 1.5 and 2.5 year old bucks here. I'm not even in the good stuff yet, so I anticipate the sign getting better as the day goes along here. But that's just a great sign. I mean, being that close to the parking lot, seeing this amount of buck sign and deer density. So hopefully once we get to the good stuff, it's really good. I'll tell you what, friends from the hunting beast, if you find balloons, you find the deer. I'm just on a point here, and there's some buck beds right off this point here. Nothing mature or anything like that. And if I take you to the other side of the buck bedding, we got a nice scrape here. Licking branches busted off and whatnot. Got the scrape down here. Big old rub right there. Man, you find those balloons, you find the deer. Alright folks, we found our first decent buck bed here. It's right there. You can look at the nice rub right there. There's a smaller rub behind it. There's a nice rub on the back side of that tree. It's got a trail going in that direction. And if you follow me, it's got another trail going up on the island here. And he's got an escape trail heading that way. Good example of a decent buck bed. Alright, so we have buck bedding in that direction. Have a nice trail here coming up onto the island. Now we got to look at the canopy and determine what's in here. Why are those bucks in here? Let's figure it out. Alright folks, after looking at the canopy and the understory, looks like we got some maple trees in here. So it might be worth getting in here when those maples start dropping, or even late season. I'm noticing some fairly fresh tracks in here because of the red brush. So, and I've noticed some sporadic doe bedding areas throughout the island here. So this could be a all-season hunt possibility. And another thing I like about it is that I can observe this island from the mainland. So right on. All right, friends, I've determined the setup. So we got buck bedding to my west. We have the main trail coming right down here. There's another trail that comes from that direction. We got some rubs in here. Another old rub. There's some rubs behind me. Everything kind of comes to this spot right here. So there's a tree about 15-20 yards in that direction. Not sure if you can see it or not. I'll be up in that tree. Don't need to get very high. Looks like I only need to get 2, maybe 3 sticks high. Otherwise, if I get too high, I'll be silhouetted. Can get within 60 yards of these beds, so that's the setup. Alright folks, found a real good spot here. Instead of a point or anything like that, this bedding area is a bowl here. Got a bed right there. Got a bed right there. We'll walk out here. There's all sorts of doe beds scattered in this area. So kind of a mixture of doe bedding and buck bedding. Got a rub right here with a bed right here. We'll go back and check out the best bed. And we got like I said, we'll check out the best bed here. Right back here. Got a nice big rub, waist high rub. Bed's right there. There's a bed on the other side. So if we look at the setup here, there's an island right there that connects to this bedding. I'll set up in one of those trees on that island. Alright guys, made it to the furthest point away from the vehicle. Honestly, it was an okay scout. Found a couple mature buck beds, which is good. There's his bed right there. He's got some rubs up there, probably about waist high. You can see his tine sitting outside right there. His bed's actually facing the island, so be a tough buck to get on. Just have to set up a little bit further back, probably about 100 yards or so, and you can't go too high up in the tree unless there's foliage. But other than that, I'm gonna go find a setup for this buck and I'm gonna call it a day. Got about 4.5 miles in, plus I gotta walk back to the vehicle, so I'll be close to 6 miles on the day. Other than that, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.